With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First play and a first pass for Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The Ravens at 5-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
From the 31, Murray. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Taken in by Metcalf. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Get set!
Lawrence will throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Lawrence going to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going in.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 38,
Lawrence. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
he had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Murray going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down. Compton.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Murray going to try to throw on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, it's Lawrence. Touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. To throw again is Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
down. Hey, you. Keep on, look at you fire.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now. Hey, Alpha. Opposite. Hey, Halo. Go. Hey, back.
From the 17, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Omaha.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Hey.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Murray now. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now is Murray. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Oh,
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 6 yards left on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Murray to throw. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Murray. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for San Francisco, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
It's week 10.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Mahomes throw complete there to Berrios.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
He'll get this, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Landry, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the... off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he's... Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on second. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 4. From the 31, Wilson. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, Landry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up.
Whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Landry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, you probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
Najee Harris, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the defense.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Rams and the Vikings. Next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 13 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Runs over him.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right?
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
That opening drive set. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
A pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Najee Harris with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 11 now.
Pickett. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pickett on 3rd and 1.
Hard throw, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious His decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Rams...
tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Throwing is Wilson.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The one side...
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd down now. Landry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle they go. Landry, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going up top for Kupp. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached the intermission, and what right now is past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback